Assalamu alaikum. In this video tutorial, we'll be having a look at the assessments feature on Blackboard. More specifically, we'll be having a look at how we can create a test for our students. So in order to do that, I am in Dalil al-Muqarrar and I'm going to create a test in this section here, and you can create a test wherever you'd like in any folder you choose. So in order to create a test, we need to go to the assessments menu at the top, and then we have some options. So we're going to be focusing on the tests, and we have two options. We have normal test, or we have the mobile compatible test. So we'll be focusing on the mobile compatible test because most students will probably be using their mobile phones. So we'll click on this one here, and then it asks us to enter some information for a test. So I'm just going to write demo test 1 for the title, and description I'll do the same thing. And this is optional here, instructions. In this section here it shows availability. So for now it's selected as unavailable, and I'll leave it like that until I'm ready to make the test available. So we can do it straight away from the beginning by clicking on available, or we can specify the dates by clicking on this section here. We can also set a due by date and the number of attempts. So here it's automatically set as 1, and you can change it to however or whatever number you want. You can also make it unlimited. This part here is also optional, where you can require a password. So you can click on this and then type a password in, so that students that wish to take the exam would require a password. And then this part here, it says default question value, basically the weightings for each question. So if we can change it to 1, so they get 1 point or 1 mark for each question. And then we just click save settings here. So now this here is the test canvas, and this is where we add questions. So if you see at the top left here, add question, we click on this here, and then there's a drop down list, and it shows the different types of questions. Now the mobile compatible test is limited to these types of questions here, and we're not going to be looking at all of them. We're going to be just looking at a few of these here. From them, fill in multiple blanks, multiple choice, and the true and false. So in order to add the question, we just click on the question type. So let's click on this one here, fill in multiple blanks, this one here. So now we have question number 1, and this is where we enter the question information. So the question here, I've got some questions prepared from before, so I'll just take this one here. Question number 1. So this is the fill in blanks one, fill in multiple blanks. So what I'm going to do is select the word that needs to be completed by the student. So in this case here, this one here, Fatima studies English every day at university. Studies is what the student needs to type in himself or herself. So in this case, I select the word, and I click on this part here where it says make blank from selected text. So I've clicked on this here, and now you will see the square brackets, which indicates that this word will be blank when the student takes the exam or the test. And this is the word that the student needs to type in. So that's the first question done. What I can do is save progress, save and close if I just want to stop here, or I can add more questions. And in order to add more questions, I go back to the top left here, click on this, and add more questions. Now if I want to add a similar type of question to the question I've just added, then I can't just click on this again. What I need to do is click on add question, and then go back again and click on the same type of question. So fill in multiple blanks again like that. Now it's number 2. So the same thing now I'm going to do for number 2. Take this sentence here, enter it here. So this is the word that I want to blank out. So I've selected it. Remember to avoid selecting any spaces, extra spaces, blank spaces. So just select only the word or only the word. So I've selected it and then I click on make blank, and that's that. So then I can save progress, and it's saved, and continue. So now the next type of question I'm going to add is the multiple choice question. So I've added multiple choice here. Again, same thing here. We have the question information here, and then below we have the answers. So we need to enter the answers below. So going back to this here, this is my multiple choice question. I've got the space there so the student knows where the word needs to go in the sentence. And my options are these here: comical, professional. Now I have 2 options here. If I want to add another option, I just click on this small green plus sign here, and that's another option there, talented. And then my final option, again the green icon on the right, and this is my final answer. So the answer now to this question needs to be selected on the left here, these radio buttons. So the answer to this sentence here: my new book is a huge hit. So it's the last one here, and I've selected it here, which indicates that this is the correct answer. And then I can save the progress, and number 3 is also done. Finally, my last question will be a true or false. So I've selected true or false, and then on the right here I will enter this sentence here: Riyadh is the capital city of Saudi Arabia. And then below here I have to choose the correct answer: true or false. True, and save progress, and that's done. So 4 questions here, 3 different types of questions. We have fill in multiple blanks, and for this section, for this question here, you can fill in, you can indicate more than one blank for each sentence, and what we've done is only one. And it's the same way, you just highlight it and then click on the button that we saw before. This is the multiple choice, and then we have the true or false, right? So now what we'll do is we'll save and close, and we'll see the preview of the student view. Now one point here is the true and false question. Usually what we might have is we might have a reading passage, and then based on the reading passage we have true or false questions. Unfortunately it's not possible to do that with this type of test. So one way around it would be to make some true or false questions like these, and to give your students the passage through another means. Maybe send it to them as a PDF file or something like that. So let's save and close here. Okay, so now it's done here, and then we see demo test 1 below, and we see that the availability, it says here item is hidden from students. So if I want to make it available, I just click on this little icon here, this arrow, and make available at the top. Of course I can edit the test if I want to change anything. So now the test is available for the students, and we'll have a look at the student view now. So we can go to the top here, click this one here, enter student preview. Now this is the student view. So we go to Dalil al-Muqarrar again, like before, and we can see the test here, demo test 1. So if we click on it, we can begin the test. So this is what the student will see now. So we have 4 questions here, and we have the gap fill. So Fatima study, in this case would be studies, right? Ahmed travel abroad every year, so travels. So let's make a mistake here. Let's say traveled. And then my new book is huge, and then we just choose anything here. And the last one, true. So we can see here on the right, saved. The answer is saved. They automatically get saved, right? Or you can just manually click on it and it will save. So then, after we've completed, the student will click save and submit. Okay. This is the submission details here. And then it says click OK to review results. So OK at the bottom here, and they can check their results. So I click on OK, and then we can see here attempt score 2 out of 4 points. Right, so they got 2 out of 4, and they can see the question they got correct or incorrect, but they cannot see the answer. And for this test here, for this mobile compatible test, it doesn't have the option of letting you show the students the answers to the questions. So that's a limitation there. And that is the end of this video tutorial. So that is the test, the mobile compatible test on Blackboard. Thank you for watching.